What is up, everybody? My name's Derek, aka Lowheat Fancy Pants, and this is the hottest low heat of 2024, according to me. And most of you might know what low heat is, but I'm gonna quick uh, define it so there's not as much bickering in the comments of like, oh, that's not low heat. This is how I'm defining it. Uh, this is kind of the essence of my channel, if you will. If a sneaker or something, but sneakers in this instance is has the low heat label, I consider it one. There's very little hype going into the release of this shoe or product. It doesn't have a ton of buzz around it. Second, it's affordable on the secondary market. So once it releases, it either goes on sale or maybe even sells out, but it's sitting at retail or goes under retail. And three, this probably is the most important thing. It is a personal neck breaker. It gets a visceral reaction from me that I really, really want them, because there's plenty of shoes and sneakers that I'm like, oh, I like those. Oh, I like those. Oh, those are pretty dope. Oh, those are cool. But uh, usually that doesn't always happen where it's like, oh, I need those. And especially with shoes that don't have a ton of hype behind them, because any hype pair, a lot of hype pairs, I'm just like anyone else. Most hype pairs, whether they look cool or popular or because they're going to be worth a lot of money, I want them. So it says a lot if I know the shoe has no secondary value, isn't going to get me any social cachet, but I need it. And it's despite having, way too many pairs of shoes, despite not being rich, I still really want that pair. That for me is how it's going to make this list of the best in 2024. And then finally, maybe the public forgets about it. Maybe it sold out at time. Maybe there was a little hype behind it. But here at the end of the year, it's not on any sneaker of the year list. Most people have forgot it even released this year. So yeah, that's how I'm determining what's the best low heat of this year. And of course, there are some exceptions. Maybe something's going for above retail. Maybe there was hype leading up, but then it ended up a brick. But overall, it meets a couple of these factors, maybe not all of them. So there will be exceptions, but overall, it meets 2 to 3 of these points. All right, that's now that we got that out of the way. That's what I've kept in mind when creating this list. Let's get to the first one. The first one, and these are in no really particular order. I just kind of put them together. I hate how everyone has to rank things and list things. So this is just a group of what I consider to be the best low heat of 2024. First up, we have the Nike Zoom Vomero 5 Premium. I think these were called the Design by Japan. Technically a women's shoe. I was lucky enough to cop a pair when these dropped. They sold out immediately, and there was some resale factor to them. But then they got a second drop. They were I don't know if re-released is the right word, but there was a restock. And now these are sitting. You can buy these at most places. Even Nike has a few sizes left, but you can buy them most places under retail and for retail. But yeah, these are dope. I did an unboxing video. I love the Nike Zoom Vomero 5. I like these especially because they're different. More premium materials, more leather on these. No mesh on this mid panel. It's overall more premium, but still has that sick runner look. It looks like a mesh runner, even though there is no mesh. And yeah, a more premium version of a shoe that I love in colorways that I love. I love this Design by Japan version, and it is definitely my definition of low heat. Great release this year. Moving on. Moving on. Next, we have the Slayberry Prosperity Be the Prize collab with New Balance, the New Balance 530. These, I think, are fire. Very affordable, affordable model of New Balance. I think these were, 150 retail, and these sat. You could get these, You could get these on the release day. You can still get these on some places. You can get them for below retail. I think this is a phenomenal consumer priced shoe, and on top of it, it's a collab. This is a very popular model right now because it's like, so affordable for New Balance. It's not like in the 200s like some of the made in USA, made in UK ones, or the other collabs. There's less leather on this version, and so it's just able to be cheaper. And I think this is a sick collab, sick colorway. Just isn't hyped for some reason. I love this colorway. This model, some of the retail models and colorways I'm not big on, but like this colorway and a collab, this is this uh, I think this is a slept on Slayheat collab, New Balance collab. I love these, and I love that you can actually get them. Some of his other ones were pretty hard to get. I think these are dope. All right, next up, I did not get these. Man, did I want these. The New Balance 991, I think V2, made in UK. Silver blue Turbulence is how StockX is labeling them. Goat has these as silver blue Turbulence, also made in England. There's some discrepancies on the official colorway, some discrepancies on made in England, made in UK, but these are sick. They say made in England on the tongue, but I think they say made in UK on the box. These are absolutely sick. Yeah, 991 V2s. I wanted these. I paused. I think at one point I had a chance to get them for retail, but they're so expensive. Retail's $250 on these, and I was like, maybe they go on sale. They did not. They did not. They are expensive in my size. People got them listed for crazy money in size 12 and the bigger sizes. That is unfortunate. I really, really wanted these. It's just a sick colorway, and I never owned this model either, but this is so sick, and it's a bummer. So this is one of those instances, like exceptions to the rule, where it is definitely above retail, but like there's zero hype behind this release. No one talks about it. It's totally under the radar. Yet it is sold out, and it is going for above retail. Yeah, still low heat, in my opinion. I think one of the best releases of the year. This is Sean Go video on YouTube. He did a review of these. This was in one of his top sneakers of the year. And yeah, so there was a consolation prize with this one. And I'm not counting this as top low heat of the year. This is not in my list per se, but I wanted those so bad. And I wasn't able to get them. I started looking up other 99 made in UK 991 V2s, other colorways, and this one happened to drop this year. Very clean, not as like cool or dope looking as this colorway and color blocking. Very clean, very straightforward, and I was able to cop a pair of these. You can see multiple sizes available, all the full size run available on New Balance, and in fact on some websites they are on sale. Here's Concepts for $200, nice $50 discount. I got my pair off Social Status, which had them at deep discount on Black Friday. Only small sizes left on Social Status. But I got these in hand. Haven't worn them yet, but I did an unboxing video. Absolutely sick, very clean. Nice consolation prize since I wasn't able to get these turbulent blue ones. The Nimbus Cloud colorway will suffice. These run small. I suggest going minimum half size up, maybe even a full size up for wide footers. That's my suggestion. Runs small, not in the length, Runs small at the top, at the crown of your foot, pinches right there. Suggest going half size up if you are going to cop. And if you cop, well, let New Balance know I am influencing people out here. Let the retailers know. Throw me a brand deal already. All right, next up. Again, I'm not ranking these. There's no list order. But if there was a list order, this would be towards the top. This is the what is this? The COS official Saucony collab, the Kinvara 4RE in Meteorite Sand colorway. These dropped not too long ago, and unfortunately, COS is a retailer in China. And unfortunately, they only went up to men's, US men's size 11. I'm 11 and a half, 12. Sometimes I can go 11, but I'm not risking it on a shoe on a model I've never tried on. These are absolute fire. Such a cool looking shoe. Um, Dope. Very like like moon runners, moon mesh shoes. Uh, these are absolute fire. Awesome collab with Koss. I have another Koss collab in Asics, and man, I was so bummed that these only went up to US Men's 11. If anyone happens to know of a bigger size out there, hit me up. But I think these are absolute fire. These to me are the definition of low heat. Um, I don't know what you'd say, heaters. Just absolute fire shoe. The essence of low heat right here. Top of Towards the top of my list again. If I was ranking them, I was bummed these did not come in my size. You know, um, not all Asian people have small feet. Some got big feet. You gotta, consider the Bigfooters out there. So I'm bummed about that. Bummed about that. Moving on. The concepts, concepts Asics collab for the Gel Kyo 14, the out of office model. Love, love, love the colorway on these. What Dion Point and the Concepts team did with these. I did not cop. I did kind of try. I was a little late, so I wasn't like fully invested, but I did on the day of the drop check in, just assuming they might be available, and my size was not. So the people liked them. Um, you know, my taste aligns with the people. These are sick. Like these. The homie was able to scoop a pair, and yeah, they look awesome in real person, in real life, in real person. The sock liner, that green sock liner with the outside, just the tonal ombre fade on it. Chef's kiss. Love this colorway. I think those are fire. And they're going for a little above retail too, and they did sell out, but not in all sizes. The small sizes you can still get. Uh, so yeah, makes the list of my top low heat. Another Asics pair. No collab, just a GR general release that I think is fire. The Gel Kyo 14 women's in baked pink and cream. Again, doesn't go up to my size. Bummer, but the lady copped for the lady, got them as a gift. She loves these. I think these are pretty popular. You can get these at other retailers, but as you can see, sold out on the Asics website. You can find these on a few sizes on other retailers have these still, but these are definitely popular. Um, what can I say? I have an eye for what the people like. This makes my list, even though I wasn't able to cop in my size. A little throw a bone to the women's shoes out there. This I think fire low heat shoe of the year. Um, Makes my list. A Dunk SB Dunk nominee on the low heat 2024 list. The Trocadero Gardens. These are sick, and actually, damn it, I have these, but I didn't set them out. They're just right behind me. Anyways, that's okay. You see them here. I did an unboxing. Go check that out. Great dunk. I know dunks have cooled off, and that's why these are in the low heat list. Like, 2 years ago, this would have been, $250, $300 shoe minimum. I think this is a amazing colorway, uh, representing the Trocadero Gardens area of France or in Paris. Uh, there's not enough good things to say. This is such a good colorway. I don't know why these are more slept on. You can get these for below retail, for retail. They can be scooped right now. I think it's one of the best colorways of the year for SB Dunks, collab or no collab. The shout out to, I also did it, the Malachite, I think blue and green pair in suede, the SB Dunk GRs. Those were also really sick. I love that colorway, but doesn't make my low heat list of the year. But shout out to those, a little honorable mention. But these, uh, I don't know. Again, if I had infinite money and space, I would double up on these, maybe even triple up. That is one of the best, in my opinion, for me, one of the best SB Dunk colorways that's been released in recent years. Like I hard pressed to think of an SB Dunk colorway that's better of the GRs. Even of some of the, the collabs. I'm trying to think of like some GR colorways that are better than this, that I like better than this, and I can't think of any. Uh, Up next, sticking with the SBs, Nike SBs, we got the Nike SB Air Max Shad Wear. This is a little bit more honorable mention, but I decided to throw it in the list. I don't think the Air Max Shad Wear model is just like an amazing model to begin with, but I do like the blending of Air Max technology with skate shoes. I do think the model's okay. What I really love is a collab. Of course, they did the Dunk model, but I really love the fact they did a collab with a lesser popular model. I do like a Shad Wear as a skater, and so I kind of like all the bits and pieces of this. I think the colorway's fire. I think it's dope that there's a collab for this shoe. It's a pro model. A Shadwear's pro model. So just it has all these little things going for it. Definitely, I think in the bigger sizes sold out on drop, but went for a little bit above retail. This is probably your most expensive Air Max Shadwear, but Nike SB Air Max Shadwear, but this Verdi collab definitely fits the aura of Lowheat. Go check those out if you want a pair. You can still find them reasonably priced. Moving on next, this is a retro, the Nike Airtech Challenge 2, the Hot Lava, the OG colorway, the Hot Lava Nike Airtech Challenge 2, famously worn by Andre Agassi. I like tennis. I have a soft spot for like actual tennis shoes. They've retroed a lot recently, like the Mac Attacks. I didn't put those on the list because those were very hyped and they do go above retail. So they not enough qualifications to make the low heat list, but I really prior to the retro of the Mac Attack, I kind of wanted to hunt for like an OG version, an 80s version. That was kind of on the wish list, the grail list, but then, they ended up retroing it. Don't need to do that anymore. And I wanted the Travis Scott version, didn't get those, but I was able to cop the regular Mac Attack version. I forget where I copped those from. Anyways, they don't make that is a shoe that I would have expected to make this type of list, but again, there was a lot of hype on them, and they did sell out, and they are expensive now, or semi-expensive, at least in my size. These are expensive. These sold out. I wasn't able to get a pair. 150. These surprised me that they sold out and are so expensive. 150 was retail. They're going for above 200. I was surprised. They make the list, the low heat list, because no one's talking about them anymore. They came, they went, they sold out. They're expensive. So that's the exception, is the aftermarket price. But they're not on any sneaker of the year lists. No one's talking about them anymore. I feel like people have forgot these even released this year. So that's how they make the list. I wish I had copped a pair, but I was unlucky. I think they're dropping another colorway coming up soon. I think it's an OG colorway, so I'll be keeping my eyes out for those. But definitely it makes my low heat list, year-end list. Oops, this was supposed to be back. That's right, but here's the official page for the Air Max Shad Verdi. Moving on. Maybe controversial that I'm calling the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue low heat, but it is because this is the 1989 model. So let's go to here's the 2024 version, the 2024 retro. Definitely hyped coming out, but that's the only exception. Pairs of these were easily available after release. They made so many. Pairs were sitting at retail. Now most are sold out, but you can get these for retail. You can get them under retail. A lot of people would consider maybe these bricks, which I think is crazy. Depends on your definition of brick, but like first time ever these were retroed in their original fashion. Sometimes I'm reticent to throw retros on here, but like this is I'm making a statement putting this on the low heat list. I cannot. This is great colorway. First time truly retroed. This is great. I had like 3 pairs. I sold 2 or returned 1, sold 1. Again, infinite money, infinite space. I would keep 3 pairs. I think this is an awesome retro. I love this shoe. It makes the low heat list because yeah, people, it's sitting for retail or under retail. People, now it did make some sneaker of the year lists, so I don't know. People still remember these. This was a big release despite these not having a ton of resale value. Anyways, it makes my low heat list because I just feel like a lot of people were down on these after the release. So many pairs, they didn't like do what people expected. I don't know. I like these better. I like these better than the Bread Reimagines. Way better. I like these better than Black Cement 3s. That's more of a personal thing. I just don't love all black leather upper shoes. I still like the Black Cement 3, but just personal taste, I like these better. So yeah, makes my list maybe a little controversial that it's on my list. Controversial with who? Like the 50 people who watch this. Anyways, and now again, there was no really ranking or order to this list, but I will give oh shoot, here, real quick. Full screen. How do you not like this shoe? I mean, I guess that's not the thing. I think a lot of people do. I think true sneakerheads like this. A lot of casual people like this. I think there's a group of like sneakerhead reseller type people, hype beast type people that might like be down on this shoe just because it didn't like move units, move aftermarket units. I think this is great. I don't care that it's not $400. I think this is a dope shoe. Um, all right, now potentially maybe gets the crown for best low heat of the year. I might be biased because I was able to cop a pair. I'm trying to think if I was able to cop a pair of these or these, maybe it might take the crown. But the undefeated Nike Air Tera Humara in the light menta and black. The definition of fire low heat. Um, Now these did kind of sell out, but there's still sizes a bit available. I like the other colorways. There was like an all black colorway and like a brown colorway. But these, I mean that this Menta color, you know, I'm a fancy boy. It's in my username. These, and I have yet to wear these yet. Absolute fire. Little mix of like trail shoes, trail runners, durable, rugged, but like super sexy color, reflective. It's got all the things. Collab with Undefeated. It has all the things going for it. I think these are sick. Pebbled outsole or speckled outsole. ACG vibes. Play dirty. Uh, these are sick. Not technically, I don't think these are technically ACG shoes, but obviously similar DNA. Uh, Absolutely sick. Available. I think big sizes might be, a little expensive, but no one's talking about these. This 170 retail, I was able to cop. I think these are sick. Like all these, because they're like somewhat affordable, or most of these, like again, if I was rich and had all the closet space in the world, I'd have two of each of these. So that's my list. That's the 2024, the low heat fancy pants 2024 best low heat, hottest low heat of the year. Let me know in the comments what you think. What are your favorite low heat picks of the ones that I've done unboxings? Subscribe, it's only free subscription. I do a podcast, check that out. And use my shop looks link in some of my videos from Champ Sports. If you got to cop shoes, use that link. It helps me out. Would appreciate that. The link will be in the description to all your sneakers on Champ Sports. If you need to cop some low heat, use that. Helps me out, and I appreciate that. All right, let's see what low heat drops in 2025, right? And Happy New Year. Peace.